I am Kristen Vanderwall. I am the Executive Director of Befrienders.
I'm Sylvia Schmitz. I'm the Program Manager at Befrienders, and I've been here for 2.5 years.
I came to Befrienders during COVID. Essentially, the whole organization had shut down because our volunteers could not meet, and it was an opportunity to come in and really reinvent it because everything changed after the pandemic.
I started as an MSU intern, and then when I graduated, Befrienders hired me part-time. Now, 2.5 years later, I'm full-time. I never knew what I wanted to do. I always do kind of like social work or something, and then I asked my dad, I don't know what I want to do. He's like, well, what do you like to do? And I was like, hang out with friends. And now I'm at Befrienders.
We had probably less than 10 matches that made it through COVID because it was hard to leave home after a long period of just being stuck inside and the fear. So there was a need to get seniors out into the community and interacting. We came in and just started making matches because everyone was lonely and isolated and giving them an opportunity to get out safely. And now we have over 120 matches.
In 1993, an 84-year-old woman tapped on Pete Merrill's car. It was a snowy February day. She was like, I'll give you a quarter to take me home from the grocery store. And he took her home and shoveled her driveway and made cookies and ginger ale. And when he was leaving, she was like, could you come back next week to hang out? He went home and told his wife, I think that there's this lack of social connection among seniors. What can we do? And here we are 33 years later.
Our mission is really to support seniors in our community who are lonely and isolated. We do that through creating friendships for them, advocating for them, and really just making sure that they can live independently, successfully, and happily. It is the most rewarding job, and you meet such... No, now I'm gonna cry.
At one point in my life, I had no friends, and it was really hard and lonely, but being a senior, how can they make those friends? And being able to have this program to connect and seek friendship, and then just seeing how these friendships unfold one by one with 125 matches, just how much it changes the senior's life, but also the volunteer's life.
One of the reasons that I really wanted to focus on Befrienders is because of how important it was to my family. So after my mom passed away, my dad was just really lost and didn't have friends here. He'd moved from Florida to Montana to live with us, and I came into this office and sat with Kristen, and I'm like, I need help and I don't know what to do. Kristen met him and connected him with Gary. Gary has been working with my dad for 2.5 years. Yep. They created a program where they sold ice cream at a very discounted rate. Every 2 weeks, they came and served ice cream here at the Senior Center, and then we're able to give that money back to the Befrienders program, to Meals on Wheels, and also to the Senior Center. It meant everything to my dad. He went from feeling very isolated and having done nothing but taking care of my mom to having friendships. And he, last year, it was every day, can I go? Can I go? He hung out right outside this door and frequently hung out here as well, inside the office.
Lou is what culminates what it means to us.
Yeah, it was pretty special.
Yeah. The message I would share about what Befrienders means, especially to the Valley and being a befriender, is it's being part of a community, bringing older adults back into our community, not having them isolated. So it's a more healthy community when we have our seniors part of it.
Yeah.
We have Befrienders, so they go through a process of signing up, and then they go through a training and background check.
We onboard volunteers and give them a list and go through the list with them and decide who to match them with. Every senior who finds us, we go and meet them and then get a good idea of who they are.
We ask that they meet with a senior at least an hour once a week.
From there, their friendship starts and evolves over time. We also have Lend a Hand, which helps with short-term tasks.
We put specific tasks that seniors are in need of.
It's ran through an app where short-term volunteers can call a senior and go and help them put up their American flag or move furniture or technology help, all that fun stuff.
Some of the things that I have loved that the Befrienders program offers that my dad participated in our, the Christmas party, such a really, really lovely event. There was a Valentine's party that was done here at the Senior Center.
The monthly luncheon.
The monthly luncheon, Dad always made sure he was here for the monthly luncheon.
And the senior prom.
Yeah, the senior prom was so much fun. That is a great event. And then the improv group. You should talk about the improv group. That is so fun.
Last fall, we started a group called Seniors Acting Up. We thought it was just going to be seniors doing improv, and some of their volunteers would come in. But Kate Britton, who runs the class, her daughter came, and she's 10 years old, and she became part of the group. We have all these kids now that want to be involved, and it's like, bring them on, because the dynamics between seniors and kids or teenagers is amazing.
Anna is a senior in our program who lives alone, and she never had any children, and when I had met her, I could not get a word in, and I couldn't quite always follow what she was talking about. And then 2 years later, watching her and being in the program with her befrienders, I can have a full back and forth conversation with Anna. I know everything she's talking about. I'm even finding out more about her as time goes on, and she is able to have such a good conversation, where before she was so isolated that she had so many words she wanted to get out but nobody to listen. And now she's got befrienders, and just the way that her communication skills have just gone back to her old ways.
I had a woman call this morning who said, I used to be a volunteer, but now I think I could use a volunteer. My neighborhood has changed and I really don't have any neighbors. My husband is here, but I just need someone to talk with. I don't drive. Is there someone who could come and just take me out and we go to lunch or have coffee or just go on an adventure? That is what we do. This year, we also created a book called The Council of the Years. It is a compilation of different stories from some of our participants. We have everything from Jeannie talking about cooking to Lou talking about his wild adventures when he was in his 30s and younger, sharing poetry or photography and their stories of their lives. And it's amazing to see the richness of all of these people who have been part of our community. Befrienders being a nonprofit, we wanted to come up with a creative way to raise money, and that's was culmination. Our board member Kyler Ernst helped us create this book. You can buy it in person at Isle of Books in Bozeman, but it's also on their website where you can buy it online and have it shipped, or we have it in our office. The book is $35 and all the proceeds go to our program and helping us match more seniors with volunteers.
Our office is located on the second floor of the Bozeman Senior Center, across from the fairgrounds in Bozeman. We serve in Bozeman, and in the last few years we've started finding more people who are finding us, and now we're out in Three Forks, Manhattan, Belgrade, Livingston, Big Sky. Next week we have our first Big Sky match, and we just hope to keep expanding, and one day maybe we'll be all around the U.S.
In addition to being a really great support in the community for seniors, this team of people has been a huge support to me as well. Sylvie came to my house twice to visit my dad in his final couple of weeks of life, which meant so much to him and meant so much to me. Our entire family is so appreciative of the support for us and for my dad that they've provided. So I love sharing that with people, and just how important it is to me every time I even drive by this building, how thankful I am.
Yes. Yeah, Lou, since I started with Befrienders, here every day with his briefcase sitting right outside of our office, and it's just so nice. We work right outside of our office on the board, and he always wanted to ask, what can I do? What can I do to help? And I'd give him birthday cards to write on and help me organize some paperwork. And there's always something that he wanted to be doing, and kept busy and purposeful, and he'll always be in my heart forever.
Volunteers can get involved by going to our website, befriendersbozeman.org, and there's different volunteer opportunities, and fill an application. We will receive it, and we'll send an email with the welcome to Befrienders or welcome to Lend a Hand, and then sign up for a training and come and meet me, and then we'll decide who to match you with. We try to find the best match possible between the senior and the volunteer.
Then we have our match meeting where we meet at the senior's home.
If there's a volunteer who has a particular skill or wants to help us with things, we love that as well.
Having seniors in our lives and making sure that they're well connected is really, really empowering and powerful, and I just think everyone deserves a friend and not being left behind. And I think that's a lot that happens in the US is we forget about our seniors, but we're here. Befrienders is here, and we are not forgetting about our seniors.